and There's a Light, new album is out December, just after my birthday, the 10th. And yeah, it seems that this album is something very special, um, and it's like a kind of collective thing, collective album. And maybe you know this band called The Ocean Collective.
Yeah, yeah, The Ocean. I know them. Yeah,
It's like kind of the same idea, some spirit, I would say.
yeah, maybe it goes in the right direction. I think, but yeah, we think that it's our own thing. So
Yeah, no, it's totally different, you know. And most of the time, it's yeah, just instruments, but few singing, and what
Yeah.
singing? Yeah, there are clean vocals, and it's very emotional. So, what did you record this album?
Yeah, it was funny because of the whole Corona situation. We had to record this album in 4 different places. It was like Jan, our drummer, recorded the drums in Frankfurt at the B9 studios.
Yeah,
And David and I recorded the guitars at David Home Studio. So it was like, yeah, different place. And Jonas, he was playing the synth and keys. He was recording his things in Frankfurt, where he is living. And the bass and vocals were recorded in at Jan's house. So we really had to put together our own home studios and record the stuff at our homes, because with the situation with Corona, it was really difficult to record in the same room, to record at the same time. And yeah, it took us only 4 days to record it, but the whole songwriting process was really, really, really long. So yeah, we have that all in mind, and it was really fast to record it then. But it really went great. So we had our own recording sessions in our own home studios, and afterwards, every evening we were Skyping. How's it working? How does that sound? How does that sound? So yeah, it was quite a specific process, but it was a really good process, and it worked out really well. So we're really proud of it, how it worked out.
the drums, I would say, they are very organic.
Yeah.
And I think it's good today to be organic, to be alive, I would say.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was something specific about the recording, the drums recording.
So I think we chose the studio in Frankfurt because it was a tip from our guy who was mastering the album, was mastering Along the Silence, Demi Conitas, and he gave us a tip to record it at their studio, and we've been there one time and we've seen it, and it was like love at the first sight, and we decided to record the drums there. And with I think the sound guy, you can call it a sound guy, or maybe the one who was recording it, Toby Werner was his name. Yeah, he really did his job, and it's like, it's for Jan, for our drummer, it's really important to be as organic as possible, to be as real as possible, and it really sounds like his style. It really sounds like the drums should be sounding, because they're real drums, and yeah, they did a great job there in Frankfurt.
How did you? Yeah, you told us that you are Skyping quite every day, but yeah, the music is very sensitive, and I would say it's maybe quite difficult to write such this music. So is it natural to write?
Yeah, it was like we've only been Skyping a lot because of the Corona situation, but we are also Skyping a lot because we are living like in now we are living in the five of us in four different cities. So one is living in Duisburg, one is living in Frankfurt. Only two of us are living in La. So like, and the other one is living now in Haslach. So it's we are not at the same place. So we have to Skype at some time to talk about these things. But the songwriting process, it was quite a long time. How we wrote all these songs. When we wrote these songs, because we had like two songwriting sessions. Like for a week, we've been in a barn in France, in the Vosges. You know, I don't know how to say it. And we've been there like 2 weeks in total. 1 week in 2019, 1 week in 2020, and we've recorded a lot there. Like recorded a lot of demos and wrote the songs together. And the songs, they really, we all have like our own ideas, and then we put them together and try to find the right parts for the ideas we have. And I was really surprised, maybe, but not that surprised at all, but a bit surprised that it worked out really well, because we all have like our own fragments, our own parts, and we put them together in like big arrangements. And so that was like the songwriting process.
And there is the vocals starts on the first track.
Mm-hmm.
Was it clear since the beginning to focus on music, and we all know that singers are boring, but is it easy to write only music without vocals?
No, I think it's other kind of process. It's something like we write the music, we write the songs, and if we feel like there should be vocals, if we feel like there should be more than just the music, we put vocals in there. It's more about the feelings, it's more about the emotion we have, and if it works out, we put the vocals in there. It's not like our singer Andreas is saying, I have to sing there. It's like a decision in the group. If we think there should be vocals to brighten up the song, we use them. And Andreas is really, really great at songwriting when it comes to lyrics, when it comes to the singing part, even if it took some time, but it's a whole process. And if we feel it's right, we put them in.
Great. And what about live? Will you embark on a European tour? I know that at the moment Germany is it's very hard. All the bands are escaping from Germany and maybe France. Soen has just cancelled their European tour. Aaron Jones, that I saw yesterday in Paris, he had to play in 2 dates in Germany. It's cancelled. Will you maybe next year play a European tour?
So we have plans to play live because we want to play our new record live. It's obvious because we're now having rehearsed for that, because we planned a concert at the 18th of December, like a release show in our hometown, because it should be played live, because that album is in our eyes, it's really great, and it's really fun to play live. Of course, we want to do a tour, but at this time it's really, really difficult to plan at first. And it's for us, it's in our mind and we want to do it, but it's in the first steps, I think. So we have contacts to do a little thing, but it's not that quite easy now. So we have to wait, maybe, to be a bit patient. Maybe it will go as planned next year, to have some gigs, to have a little tour. But it's really at the first step. So we have we have to plan a bit more, but it's our plan to do it. And yeah, we talked about it with some booking agencies. We talked about it with a festival, for example, and yeah, maybe we have some news, but not yet. So, but yeah, it's the plan to play that album live. Of course, it's like it's our hobby, it's our passion, and if we put this thing to the album on stage, it would be a pleasure to us. And
And
for the
you,
fans, of course, I hope.
yeah, you stay very positive, and as you mentioned in your name band name, there's a light, and also there are songs also for what must we hope, and not for what may I hope. It's you try to stay positive, and is it in the DNA of the band?
Yeah, I think so because the whole project started originally in 2011 by David and Jonas, and later on Andreas. After the death of a good friend of Jonas and David, and David got the guitar from his friend who died, and so it was like a bit, yeah, there was a light at the end of the tunnel for David because the music lives on, like made the thing, and so yeah, it's all about the hope, I think, and it's in the name of the album, it's in the name of our band. Yeah, it's a quite a big topic for us.
And I was wondering if it's hard to put words on instrumental sounds. Is it hard?
It's, yeah, more or less, I think. It's do you mean the titles to get some
Yeah, the
titles?
same final.
Yeah, that's all about. I think that's all about feelings. So yeah, it's like something you have in your mind when you're hearing that song. For example, like Magnolia. It's the, let me see, it's the third song. Yeah, it's the third song on the album. It sounds for me, for example, for like spring when the flowers are blooming, when it's like, yeah, everything's getting more colorful, more happier. All the people are shining, sun is coming. So that's why it's called Magnolia. And
I got a magnolia in my garden, but
yeah,
yeah, no
wonderful,
flower.
right? And yeah, that's sometimes it's more or less easy to get the title because it's on point when you're feeling it. It's like, oh, damn, that could be Magnolia, and everybody's saying, yeah, right, it's okay. But we also have our troubles to get a title or a name for a title. So, and sometimes it's happening when you've got lyrics. So you like, for example, on "Be Brave, Fragile Heart," it's like the topic of the song, and so it's more or less easy to get the title. But yeah, it's sometimes there are discussions in our band how to get a title. Obviously, because we're five guys, five different emotions, five different meanings. But yeah, it's sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. So I can't really say if it's just a normal thing. But yeah, it's
Uh,
like,
we were talking about a tour, and you had the chance, sorry, to tour in China,
yeah,
which is pretty unusual for rock or metal bands. Despite that, Kadinja from France
mm,
has already played there, and it was like kind of quite weird and but fantastic emotions, you know. So, what was your trip in China? How was it?
yeah. How you say it? It was like a bit weird. It was weird, like when they talked to us. At first, we thought it would be like when we talked about it, we really thought it was fake. Like we've got a mail. Yeah, are you interested in touring China? And we didn't even reply it because we thought it was fake. But yeah, some months later, the same guy wrote again, and so we thought, is he serious? And so we got in contact, and he was saying, yeah, let's do some dates. And in the end, we did 10 concerts in China, like in 2.5 weeks. And it was, yeah, for us, it was like a once in a lifetime chance. And it was really fascinating. Like, it was our first tour ever. It was the first time we gave autographs. It was the first time we played sold out shows. And it was like, for us as a little band in Germany, it never had a tour. We had like a few concerts there. It was really great. And as a post-rock band, it's not that unusual to play a show in China, because there are really a lot of post-rock bands, and it's like, it's a thing there. Post-rock is really a thing there, and we really have a great fan base there, we can say. So like a lot of views on our songs, a lot of streams, a lot of comments. It's really fascinating. But yeah, as you said first, it was a bit weird, because yeah, at first we thought it was a lie. At first we thought it was fake, but then we end up there, and it was really like surreal. So yeah, but it was unbelievable. It was really unbelievable for us. It was an experience we never had before, and we never would miss it for any chance.
And you got signed with Napalm Records,
Yes.
right? Yeah, I think this is the first one on this Austrian record label, right?
Yeah, it's our first label deal. So
Yeah. So how do you feel to be on? Maybe I think this is today the most important rock and metal label in worldwide.
yeah, it's a really big label, and for us, how do we feel? I don't know. It was, at first it was the same thing with the China tour. It was like a bit surreal that Sebastian from the label wrote an email. Yeah, you're interested in signing a deal, and we said, we have to talk about it because we couldn't imagine how it is. But after like talking in our group, we've decided to go that step, because it's a big chance to get a bigger audience. Yeah, like, of course, it's more like a metal audience, and we're not really that Napalm band. So, like, if you see all these bands there, we're more like, yeah, we're not really into that part of that bands. But it's really great to have signed there, because now it really gets us the chance to get a bigger audience, and for the audience at Napalm, they have the chance to experience another band, like a band who's not really that type of the bands in Napalm. So yeah, and we're really proud and happy that we had the chance. And of course, now it's it's more work now for us, of course, because there are like interviews now, like with you. There are some, we've made our first music videos and that stuff. And so it's really, it's a good chance for us, and we're really proud that we've taken it.